Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
This is interesting. A lot of people really want to get more followers in social media, like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus, certainly. And just a couple of minutes ago, I shared the Nomies circle on my Google Plus page. You can see it if you head over there right now. Just look for Chris Pirillo on Google Plus. There's the circle, and you can add the circle to one of your circles or make a new Nomies circle. Just look for Chris Pirillo on Google Plus. There's the circle, and you can add the circle. Thanks, Chris. Circles, or make a new Nomies circle. See, that's what happens when I forget to press mute before I start live streaming on YouTube. But the nice thing about this is you can get more followers if you join us at Nomies.com. And as a matter of fact, after this live broadcast on YouTube, we are going to be doing our weekly Google Plus Hangout with you, even if you're just watching. The topic of discussion is going to be social media in relation to business. And we've had quite a few business owners join us. I'm in the business of doing business. It's really what keeps me doing this. You think I'm just playing around. No, this is serious work. Chatting here with Blue Gator and Courtney and Kunawarit and Bentar and Fazal and Foxy Wolf and Matt Guru 15 and Blizzardo 1 and Team Wardo and the whole crew. You can see this happening, when we do the live TLDR broadcast. You can be a part of the public chat room at live.pirillo.com or participate by asking questions of us when we do the Google Plus Hangouts. We are really interacting with anybody. It doesn't matter who, what, or where you are, what you do, what you like. I've always been open to doing things for everybody. How much stuff have I done over the past 15 years for everybody? People seem to forget that. They only think the latest thing that I've done is the only thing that I've done. Why is that? It's a little annoying, to tell you the truth. But you know what's not annoying? Brian PC, RS Bone. We've also got Master Tobas Gold Bites, Micro Agent, and Snappy Tech. And Ben Tar, if I didn't mention him earlier. And also on YouTube, P Jazzle, JM Fawcett 100, Foxy Wolf Productions, Mikarevi, something Bart, you guys are going too fast! Mr. King Naz, the 599, Pinking 5555, Galaxy Minder, Demand Films 2, Ruddy 1 Abel, Hyperwolf 3700, Formio 100, California 252925, Machung 10, Stacy Ferris, 66 G-Funk, Lance Seidman, Doc Harrett, R. Greguroa, Homer Killer 007, Sherman 6817, Can't Wait. No, that wasn't his name. That was his comment. He couldn't wait. He couldn't wait for me to say something. Probably shout out his name. That was it. There was your shout outs for the day. Chris, you never do shout outs anymore. That's what you sound like when you... You know what? I blocked 10 people from my Facebook page yesterday. We have 50,000 likes now. I blocked 10 to 12. Can't remember exactly. I wasn't really keeping track. One guy had the audacity to get upset at me. He was ungrateful, really. That's what it sounded like. He sounded like a little whiner, an ungrateful little whiner who got something for free and didn't like it. I gave him a refund, really. So it's the most I could do for the free stuff, really. But very happy that you could join us, whether I didn't give you a shout-out. Maybe next time, really. And I don't know if I missed any of the Nomies behind me. Oh, Metallic X Squink. I didn't see him a couple of minutes ago. Very happy to say that we're going to be doing another live broadcast after this broadcast. Thomas Turner is about to get banned from live.pirillo.com, by the way. I see him, he's prodding and poking one of our operators, and they don't like that too much. It's like feeding bears. You don't do that. Even I, as someone who's an IRC noob, knows that you just don't tell leadership to do things that, you shouldn't tell leadership to do things. Hey, thank you. We've got a programmer statement there. Go to Nomies.com. I like that. 10 go to 20. I'm enjoying the TLDR juice and welcoming Super Tech Dude 14, first time watching. We have a lot of content for you today, so I'm going to try to whip through it just like that. At least 5 new articles posted to LockerGnome.com. And I gotta tell you, another thing, the spread feature that we were talking about this week, we gained 1,000 new, I would say, visitors to our website this week because of using this utility that allows you to automatically share the content we create for you. So if you like the content we create for you on YouTube or on LockerGnome.com, head over to go.tagjag.com/spread. You can connect your Twitter and or Facebook accounts and then automatically share it. So your friends are like, wow, this is pretty cool content. Why have you been hiding this from me? Just head over there. We have now an additional reach of 600,000 people thanks to you. You are a part of that. And, more visitors to the website. And that's the thing that I'm really kind of like, holy cow, that really works. So thank you for spreading our content. Head over to go.tagjag.com/spread for more information. And speaking of spreading content, I'm going to go ahead and post an update there on my Facebook page at facebook.com/Chris Pirillo. At Chris Pirillo on Twitter is about to tweet something that is the direct link to this article. It's actually not so much of an article so much as it is a video. So if you cannot like this video right now, if you are unable to do so watching it live, you need to be sure you're watching it on the videos page itself, not the channel page. There's a difference between youtube.com/LockerGnome and youtube.com/watch $V equals lowercase jm blah 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 blah. So I'm on that page and I'm going to press like, but not only am I going to press like, new buttons pop up that allow you to share it on Facebook and Twitter and +1 it to Google, just like Sean Jordan, Skylar Johnson, Stacey Ferris, Adonis Delanis. Boy, I messed up your last name, Adonis. Sorry about that. That's Blizzardo1. Brian Miner. I'm going to +1 it. Then I'm also going to add a comment. And the reason why is because when you add a comment, then it gets shared so that everybody who's following you on Google Plus will see it as well. And if you think that Google Plus is a waste of time, you're really not watching the trends as I've been sharing them, because Search Plus Your World is not going to disappear. Now when you search Google, all of your social data, as you have it stored on Google Plus at least, is going to cross over into the organic search results. Your search results will be influenced by who you circled. So if you like what we do, don't just like one video. Like all of them if you can. Like the articles that we do. Share them. Let other people know. And then be sure to put myself, Chris Pirillo, and or LockerGnome in one of your circles, because then your search results will be influenced. And you'll wonder, well, what has LockerGnome done about that? And you can just do a regular search and we might pop up. Kind of like a little piece of toast. It's just a little pop-up. Really, that was the original pop-up. The really tasty pop-up with the, stuffing inside the toast. What is that called? A Pop-Tart? I don't know. Is that a generic name or is that a brand name? I don't know. Carl the Vlogger reminds me in YouTube here, hey Chris, it's Friday. Indeed it is. It is, and I hope everybody has good plans for the weekend. I do have plans. I'm going to be working. It's raining. And Diana, my producer / director, love of my life, tells me that it's raining as well. I don't know if you can hear the pitter-patter outside. That is not the dogs rapping on the windows. And it's date night tonight, too, so I really have to get moving along with these articles. Nyan Cat's got a Pop-Tart body. Indeed. This is my Sunday. Oh, man. That sucks. Yay, 75 likes? Really? Whoa. Hang on. But between the time that Metallic X Squeak said that and the time I looked, we have 83 likes. But I know one thing you're not going to like. My dad is no longer here in the house. They've gone back home. So we will be bringing him in by way of webcam at some point when he gets a better webcam than the one he has, which admittedly is not that amazing. It's kind of sucky. That's okay. We're upgrading him slowly but surely, getting him to go with the flow. He's in the groove. You guys helped him along. You helped him understand really what, creating content for our community is all about, and he's more than happy to get started with that. Speaking of things that need to be upgraded, I still have my pretty much dead Mac Mini that's been autographed. This is the first live stream computer from live.pirillo.com. It's very old, a Core Duo, not even a Core 2 Duo. 1 gig of RAM, I think maybe 256 gig hard drive, a DVI port for video. Doesn't really work. You can probably replace the hard drive on your own. Good luck with that. It is possible, though, with this Mac Mini. I think the best bid I have for it is $200, including shipping and handling on top of that. So, I don't know, maybe someone wants some bit of nostalgia that might work if you can tweak it, or it might not work, and you can have it and say, hey, I've got a piece of history on my desk, and then maybe you can give it to the Smithsonian, or they may ask for it, when I die. Say, who has Chris Pirillo's original stream computer? He's the man that created so many videos on YouTube, we couldn't even keep up with it. He's created more YouTube videos than he's been, I probably have, how many days have I been alive? A lot. I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to have more videos on YouTube than days I've been on this planet. Even if you include me being in my mom's belly. Well, actually, her womb, not so much her belly. I wasn't like being digested or anything like that. There's a thought for you. All right, so I'm kind of depressed that my parents aren't here, if only because one of the first videos I want to record are tax tips for you. And I'm seeing...
I hope that's not them.
It's not them, although if you hear that it sounds loud because of the way it's sitting. We have tax tips for 2012, and I know many of you, if you have a job, face taxes. And it's good to pay taxes, actually. That means you made money if you pay taxes. If you don't pay taxes, that means you didn't make a lot of money. You want to pay taxes, even if you don't want to pay taxes. So let's go ahead. And I'm glad I wasn't digested either, Jamie. It's also Imbalanced by Design, by the way, the one who is always with us with every single one of these live videos that we've done. And the 3 people who disliked the video, I don't know if maybe they're suicidal. If you don't like your life, that doesn't mean you're supposed to dislike other things, just so you know. Kind of just setting up a construct for you. But if you like everything, it's good to like, you know. If you don't like it, go away. Shoo. Go. But if you like it, come here. Got some secrets for you. All right. We ready?
Right.
I'm going to do my best to make these videos 2 minutes long a piece. I'm going to do my best. So, hang on. Wait for it. Get Nancy with that trigger button. How many people have plus one it? 16. Oh, only 16. Only 16 taxpayers in our audience. People, even if you don't like taxes, and don't dislike the video because you dislike taxes, okay? Just want to say that. Okay. Money! Yeah, you make money. Well, hopefully you make money, or if you don't make money today, you'll make money at some point in your life. And when you make money, you're probably going to have to pay taxes. But that's a good thing, because if you have to pay taxes, if you owe your government money, that means you made something. I mean, if you get money back from the government, that means you didn't make as much money as you probably could have. I mean, we have tips to help you make more money elsewhere in the channel, in the universe of Nomies. But if you want some tax tips this year or beyond, we've posted something new for you. Tax tips for 2012 should be just as relevant in 2013 if we survive the end of the world this December. Maybe people who haven't paid their taxes hopes that the world ends at the end of the year, so that they don't have to pay next year's taxes. So, if you're a procrastinator, and I bet I've got a few of those in my audience, we've assembled a few tips and guidelines to really help you get through this tax season and better prepare yourself for next, including one, just like what my parents talked about yesterday, setting a budget, being financially responsible. Setting that budget is not difficult. You find your groove and you stick with it, and you're going to find yourself a little happier about it. You won't get so stressed out at the end of the year. And I know procrastinators are famous for not doing anything until the last minute, but something you can do to better prepare yourself is scan your paperwork every step of the way. So even if you don't have a scanner, you don't want to take the time to scan in papers and receipts, there are services out there, including one that I've used to send my paperwork in, let them do it. They even scan business cards, and then I can organize it online, access it from my mobile devices, as well as be able to pull it into Evernote to further organize business cards and receipts. So if you take all that paperwork and put it in some kind of digital format, you're going to be able to deal with it a lot easier over time rather than waiting for the last minute. You kind of have to hack yourself to make it easier for you at the time that you need to have that paperwork in front of you. Using online tax preparation services is still a good way to go. My dad recommended that as well. Of course, if you're someone who's a little concerned that you're not getting as much bang for your buck, you could ask a certified public accountant, and as long as they're able to give you good advice and they don't get you audited, I think you're going to find yourself happier and potentially have a few more dollars in your pocket. Using the tools you already have, I think, is the best tip that we can possibly provide, because if you look around you've got a printer, you've probably got the scanner right there. You can use it, okay? You've got the computer. You can use web-based tools. You can use a software that's downloadable to your desktop, whatever operating system you happen to use. Tax time doesn't have to be stressful if you use technology. So, if you pay taxes and you're looking for tips, take a look at the article and feel free to share it if you will. I'm going to go ahead and share it as well. I'm going to +1 it publicly, just like Daniel Johnson, Sean Jordan, Skylar Johnson, Stacey Ferris, and Matthew Sabia have done. You might as well. And if you don't pay taxes, do you know someone who does pay taxes or should? Send them a link to the article and this video, and maybe you could save them a few more frustrations this year and next. Okay, how was that? Find out. It's 2?
3:13.
Damn.
Do you want me to time you and like give you like heads up when you have a minute left?
Can you see how long it goes though? You can't really see effectively. Let's not add that.
It's a total time.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 minutes I think was fine because I was kind of frantic. Like, there's a lot to get. All right, that was the first one. Taxes. Now, is social dating the hot new way to find your next hot date? Social dating? Wow. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Then we're gonna read the dating people.
Have you ever found a date online? Have you ever... What's the question I could ask? Have you dated someone online? Have you dated someone from the internet? Like it's the country. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Did you know that I found the love of my life thanks to YouTube and Facebook? It's true. I didn't even realize that she was watching me. It's kind of that's not to say that Diana was a stalker or anything. You weren't, right? Hope not. Have you ever dated someone from the internet? I mean, not that it's a country, but this place online from a social network. Or have you used one of those online dating services, which aren't as bad, or they don't have as much of a stigma associated with them as it used to be? It's acceptable. We've, written up our thoughts on wondering if social dating is the new next hot way to find your next hot date. Have you found a hot date through the internet? If so, how and where? And you may be thinking to yourself, oh, no one's going to fall in love with me. Dude, what have you done? Where are you? Do you lurk? Do you troll? Are you active? Where are you active? Where are you going to find the love of your life? And you may just be doing the thing that you're doing anyway, and they're going to find you. That's exactly what happened. And it was all innocent and everything. In fact, she was a little embarrassed when I realized I thought we had met somewhere else because I'd been at a... It's another story. I think I shared it in another video. It was completely innocent, and I was very, very lucky. Had it not been for a video I did on the iPhone, I would not have found Diana. She would have found me. Well, no, she probably wouldn't have found me either, so I wouldn't have found her. It's kind of if we traveled back in time and did all this crazy stuff. So if you have some good stories related to how you found your soulmate online, feel free to share them as a comment, video response, or even on the article itself, which we're really trying to give a construct to, thinking that being social, being yourself, is going to be the best way you're going to attract that person who's going to compliment you for the rest of your life. And I'm going to go ahead and +1 this, like Daniel Johnson, Sean Jordan, Skylar Johnson, Stacey Ferris, and Matthew Sabia have, and tweet it. Leave your stories. I'm just curious to know. We can't be the only couple out there who have met thanks to being social. What about you?
Good job.
How 2?
2:12. The first one was 3:13.
Now I need 111. How to control your emotions online. Oh boy. This one's gonna rile you up. We're so happy that you and Diana met, says Jamie Bouch. Chicks dig iPhones. They totally do. Plus it, tweet it, like it. Plus it, tweet it, like it. Oh, I like that. Plus it, tweet it, like it.
And my brother was following you on Twitter even way before I even knew about
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like their whole family was stalking me. I was a mark. I'm kidding. I actually told Diana before we met, I said, I live in a very, very small house.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the house tour, it's not very small.
He said it was about the size of my apartment at the time.
She had a small apartment. Stinky. And she said she always wanted to have more than one bathroom. She wanted to have 2 bathrooms. And I said, I only have 1.
And I was like, oh.
In each room! Not that many bathrooms. Let me tell you, upkeep of 4 toilets is a problem. It's not like I, go in every toilet, but... hey, I'm still awake, says Hot Swap HDD. That's good news. Patilli? No, then people will start calling me Chris Patilli, and I don't want that. All right. Are you ready, babe?
Right.
How do you control your emotions? online? Or do you control your emotions online? Are you just full of rage or happiness? No, I'm not bipolar. I'm just trying to introduce you to an article that we crafted. Really a how-to guide on how to control your emotions when you're online. And that's what it's titled. It's linked in the description. We've got a nice little guide for you, including step 1, use the block feature. I use this so frequently. Someone complains on YouTube, they sound like a jackaninny, and yeah, I just used that word. I block them. And I don't unblock them until they eventually realize they can't comment on the videos, and they email me directly, chris@pirillo.com, and then I unblock them. So they take the extra step, I unblock them, no matter what their offense was. Same thing on Facebook. I have no problem just blocking twits. Not a problem at all. There are a lot of people out there who care about the things that I have to say and then care about the things that I have to share. They plus it, like it, tweet it, whatever they got to do to get the word out. And for those who don't, well, I just don't have time to spend extra emotion on them. So using the block feature is pretty smart. Of course, I also like reporting offensive content. Someone comes after me personally, I take that as a personal attack, absolutely. And if it means that they're going to lose their account for attacking someone else, so be it. One less jacktard online. I think we could all be happy about that. Ignore it and walk away. Now, this is probably the hardest tip that I can follow because I hate ignoring things. But sometimes you just realize no good is going to come from addressing this issue, whatever issue, something that got you hot under the collar. You just could not stand it. Sometimes it's just best to ignore and walk away. It's like I tell the people who say, the dislike button needs to be everywhere. No, it doesn't. The dislike button is pressing close on your browser. That's it. End of story. Well, if you want more of the story, there's actually a little bit more. I didn't mean to cut you off there, but you can check out the article there with a few more tips in case you ever find yourself dealing with these morons online. And believe me, there are a few. And if you haven't found them, well, then you're just not doing much because you know you've made it as soon as someone decides they hate you. Take a look, and if you do like the article, feel free to share it, tweet it, plus it, like it. I'm going to go ahead and plus one it as well, just like the other Nomies did. Well, what are you waiting for? Are you gonna troll me? Because I know how to control my emotions thanks to this article. Do your worst. Three? That was a little long.
227.
Not bad.
That didn't feel long.
Told you I was trying to...
Yeah.
Smartphone and text messages being used in divorce court.
Really?
And if you don't know who's the moron is you. Exactly, this damn Scotsman. For that quote, this damn Scotsman is the Nomie of the day.
Yay.
That was a great quote. The problem is I don't know who the moron is. That's my problem. I'm always the moron. I just assume that and I walk in the room there. Zigzags54 is like, no! Diana was telling me earlier, she says she had someone you were dating. It wasn't a boyfriend. Or someone who was dating you. You weren't sure if you really wanted to date this guy. Yeah. And he had a nice car. And she said she spilled her Coke in the car. I'm like, did you do it like blah, blah, blah? I'm sorry, blah, blah, doing it on purpose? Because that's what I'd do if I was in a car like that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's just falling out. It's an experiment. Gravity works. What do you know? All right. Hand farts. All right, so let's go ahead and rock and roll with the smartphone and text messages being used in divorce court. Let me get a prop here. Beyond me being a prop, I am not an animal. Hey, baby, what are you wearing? I accidentally sent that to Dad. It's gonna be a few more years of counseling for both of us. Just kidding, obviously I didn't send it to anybody. But did you realize that your text messages could potentially be brought up in court? And if you're in love with someone so much in love that you marry them, those text messages that you're sending back and forth could actually be brought up as evidence in divorce proceedings. Yes, so be careful about what you send electronically. Be careful about what you say anywhere, because you never know if they're going to be recording your voice, recording your face, or potentially taking that text that you thought was benign and using it against you. Be careful when you write anything to anybody, anywhere. That's kind of the bottom line. So we've detailed exactly what could possibly happen to you, and even if you're not married, if you plan on being married, or let's just say you know someone who's married or potentially in a really bad marriage and they're heading for divorce, you might want to let them know about this article. Smartphone and text messages being used in divorce court. I'm going to go ahead and +1 it, just like a few of our Nomies did. And according to the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers, a recent survey claims that 92% of the 1,600 attorneys that responded said they had seen an increase in admissible technology, something to anybody, unless you expect the world would eventually see it. It's my number one privacy tip, but certainly it could save your bacon and a whole lot more. If you have bacon. The bacon this morning was really disappointing, I gotta tell you.
Somebody said there's a movie where a girl drops her milkshake in the guy's Porsche.
I like that movie. More to what, like a free lick of Chris? See, there are a couple people who they ruin the experience for this is why I love Nomies. I have the open chat room at live.pirillo.com, but the problem with an open chat room is that you get people who ruin the experience, but we don't get that here. No. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Very, very polite people.
Very polite Nomies. Very polite. They even talk with their pinkies up. It's really kind of strange. Kind of creepy. I don't know. I can't see anything. All right. Let's move along to the 4th. Is this the 4th?
No, 5th.
This is 5th? Mm-hmm. Really? Oh, social dating. That's right. That's right. I forgot. Well, I forgot. Well, don't know what's going on now. Don't ask me what that was. Hey, did you guys add the Nomies to the Nomies circle? We got 6 shares on that Nomies circle. See, the beautiful thing about doing that is we can get more followers for these guys, potentially more followers for you if you join. It's like, oh, you don't want to do anything else with Nomies? You get more followers. Is that not worth some amount of money? No, I want to get them for nothing. Good luck with that. Can happen. All right, so is Metro good for desktops? And we're going to go ahead and try to zoom in here on the... Let's unplug it, get it staged. Okay. Can you see it okay, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
It's kind of just into the corner.
Oh. But you can see the screen?
Yeah. Okay.
This is Metro, or when we talk about Metro with Windows 8 or the Metro experience within Microsoft's universe, this is what it looks like. And yes, it is coming with Windows 8. This is actually a screenshot taken on the article, Is Metro Good for Desktops, written by Matt Ryan on LockerGnome today. I'm going to go ahead over here in the sidebar and +1 it publicly, and of course I could add a note to it to share it publicly on Google+. Like it and tweet it as well if you want. Take a look at the article, because if you are a Windows fan, you may not be a fan of Metro. And they are currently thinking of baking the Metro experience in with the Aero experience, A-E-R-O. And the Aero experience is what you've been used to with Windows Vista and Windows 7. Before that, it was Windows Luna, the classic XP experience. But blending Metro on the desktop along with Aero, just, it doesn't necessarily work. They're two different usability experiences. Metro's optimized for touch, and it works amazingly in touch environments if you've ever used Windows 8 in touch with previews and certainly with compatible hardware, versus Aero, which sucks on anything that you might touch. So it works best on the desktop environment with, say, a touchpad, a mouse, and a keyboard. So with Windows 8, they're bringing them both together. And you know what? It's a bad idea. Metro on its own, awesome. Windows Aero on its own, it's okay. But bringing them together, it doesn't necessarily work. Think about 2 flavors you love that you would never considering putting together. Never consider, not never considering. That's it. Or putting a word there that shouldn't be there in the first place. I have no problem with Metro. I have no problem with Windows. But I have a huge problem with Microsoft believing that bringing those 2 experiences together is a good idea. Metro is a bad idea for desktops or any computing experience that doesn't involve touch. They're trying to do everything for everybody, and Microsoft, listen up, It won't work. I'm telling you. Go one direction or another. Optimize one for this platform, another for another. That's just the easiest way to go. You can bring experiences together as much as you possibly can, but screwing with UI paradigms? Metro's good, just not for desktops that don't involve touch. We've explained further why, if you hadn't figured it out, and it's not just us. Other users have been saying the exact same thing. It's not just me. I was right about Windows Millennium Edition. I was right about Windows Vista. And so help me God, I hope to God I am not right about this happening with Windows 8. Take a look at the article. It's linked in the description. Is Metro good for desktops?
Good job.
3? That was a little long.
251.
Wow.
I
It's
know.
close to 3. Oh. And then, here's a little bonus for all of you guys who are watching. Head over to, if you look in the, I'm not going to do a separate video on this right now, but if you head over to chris.pirillo.com, you should see this on the front page, how to control a PC or game console with a single remote. Here's a little bonus for watching TLDR. We are giving one away. And I didn't mention this when we did the video on it, but Matt and I did a review. I kind of was talking, he was explaining what it does, and we explained what Lenovo's doing with this remote control. But if you go down here and you leave a comment, right now there are 47 comments, so there's a good chance you can click the link in the description for the live TLDR episode, even after it's live, to leave a comment on this blog post on chris.pirillo.com. And then, of course, if you want, share it as well. 40, 22, 19, not bad. See, I'm not kidding when I say that I share it. I absolutely do. I get it out there. And if you want a chance to get this remote for yourself, this remote that controls more than just a computer or a television, and sometimes even game consoles, Lenovo makes it, and we're giving one of these away. The remote control, not Matt's hand. The Matt's hand, I think didn't we already give that away? No, I guess not. No, we can't give away someone's hand. We're not into human trafficking. What are you, crazy? How to control a PC or game console with a single remote. Little bonus for watching TLDR. I'm not going to mention it in a separate video because, I think that those of you who are watching, all 173 of you, I should see 173 likes on this video. I should see 173 comments on that blog post now. Because I can't imagine of the 173 people who have liked this video, thank you, by the way, would not be interested in also getting a hold of that remote control. What would be wrong with them to not want that? I guess you don't have to if you don't want to, but it's really easy to leave a comment on why you would want the remote control. Really simple. And the link's in the description. It's not like you have to look that far. You look in the description. If you weren't following along anyway, you should be. Like I said, I appreciate when you guys like and share and everything, and I watch it. Let me just show you that spread. See if I can log in here. I think I can log in if this worked. Maybe not. Are you knocking things over?
Whoops.
Chris at Boo. I can't remember what I used to log in. Is that it? No, that was invalid.
The white boba.
You want the white? Are you messing with the white boba? There we go. So I was going to show everybody. Sorry, I was going to log into our Spread Us account and show you. Let's go to the stats and just show you some of the stats that we pulled in. They just reset the stats, so we don't have a lot of spreads right now, which is kind of disappointing. But we have a total of 323 of you. I don't know if you can see that in the video. 323. 19% of you are automatically sharing. 73.8 are doing it on a limited basis, which isn't as much fun for us. But the users, we got 347 users, a total reach of 657,000 people, which is awesome, including Harold James Johnson, Chance Arthur, Aaron Fenrick, Jesse Garboden, Chris Julian, Carl Jayasinghe, Steggy's Place, Angela, Aaron Ramus, Stephen Gobler, and they connect their Twitter and their... Oh, crap. Could you see that?
It went fast.
Could you see it? It went fast? You couldn't really see that?
No.
Okay, good.
Not.
You couldn't see details on that? You couldn't see details on that, right?
Let us know, Nomies.
Let us know. Hopefully not. That would be... if so, I... See what? Exactly. We couldn't see it. Thank you.
Good.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Well, I thought I'd give everybody shout-outs, and I realized maybe someone doesn't want a shout-out. I mean, I don't know who wouldn't want a shout-out, but I'm just being careful, you know? I'm here to elevate you, man. Diana wants a shout-out, so I'll give her a shout-out. And for the 200 likes we got for this video, I think we made it. I think we're very happy about that. So, go.tagjag.com/spread. That's where that is. And I'm guessing if I look again on that on the article for the giveaway, I bet you anything they're like going in and they're like, yeah, they're doing it. They're commenting. Good comments, really, to get that remote control. Which that would mean 200. I should see 200 more comments in that article. Actually, I'd love to see 200 comments on every article. I know you guys can't do that. It'd be nice, though. And even if you can't, like I said, I appreciate the shares that you guys do. Signing, spread it out, spread it out. Singing, spread it out, spread it. That's a song? Some people don't want their social media shown, yes.
Well, somebody said, what was it? And they were concerned.
Yeah, and I didn't mean... I don't think so, because they're all about helping us. So I think, hopefully they'll understand I was just trying to help them, really. I just don't want to offend anybody. I love butter. Well, who doesn't? It's better than butter. It's LockerGnome. We have less fat. Less saturated fat. That's important, you don't want to die. Backlink of the day is Technospunky.wordpress.com, who linked back to Kelly's LockerGnome article. And all you have to do to be a backlink of the day, and you're in the video's description here, the live video that we do on YouTube, TLDR, the LockerGnome Daily Report. You just need to link back to LockerGnome.com. And either we'll see it, or you email me, chris@pirillo.com, and you let me know. And then we'll feature you in a description if you link back to a LockerGnome.com article. And then we'll also feature you in the LockerGnome email newsletter, which I hope everybody is subscribed to. Head over to LockerGnome.com, the link right there underneath. You click it, you subscribe, and you look for the big red arrow right now. That's what it is, and it points and says, put your email address here. That's all you gotta do. Really not that much of a challenge, to tell you the truth. You have to try to look away. It's so, in your face. It's easy. And your link would be in there. So, we're kind of spreading the love. Not just spreading the links. We're spreading the love. Team Butter, Fazal says. Team Butter. All right. That's a new one to me. So we've blasted through all the articles I wanted to mention today, honestly, on LockerGnome and chris.pirillo.com. Mentioned the newsletter. We mentioned that we've got the live Nomie Hangout talking about social media and business today. That's going to be a completely separate piece of content. And, by the way, that will be recorded and will be on YouTube, almost immediately. So you'll be able to watch it even if you're not able to join the Hangout. And certainly comment, just like you can do on any other video that we might do here on YouTube, I guess. Because we broadcast on YouTube, Ustream, on Google. We broadcast anywhere. We're an equal opportunity streamer. Live.pirillo.com, by the way. You can participate in the chat room there, or potentially with the other Nomies. And let's say we've got a few minutes. We kind of went through them, and I think I like that. I think other people like it too. Their time is precious. I want to try to keep everything as short as I possibly can, and entertaining as well. And I hope I can do both. Yeah. Usually it's one or the other, and it's usually longer, not entertaining. But people still stick with me. So let's go ahead and open it to questions that anybody might have. Yes, Diana, you apparently sound like Howard's girlfriend.
I know I sound
Not really. No, I wouldn't. I disagree. I don't sound like Howard. I look like Howard. No, not really. I look like Leonard meets Howard.
Howard? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm probably... My personality's closer to... I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, because Leonard's cute. Then you're cute.
I'm probably like Leonard. Who's from Iowa, by the way, that actor?
And was dating...
Penny. In real life. Well, her name's not Penny.
No.
It's just a little trivia. One of us watches TMZ. I'll give you a guess.
I Googled it.
Oh, she Googled it.
I
Never
wanted
mind.
to know their history.
My phone is still buzzing from all the follows. Thanks, guys. It says Zen. See, this is what you get. Did you guys circle the Nomies? Gosh, I should not even continue until you guys go to my Google Plus page, share, and circle the Nomies. But Chris, why don't you add me to the Nomie circle? Well, I will, actually, if you sign up. If you are a small business owner, if you do anything in the realm of making money online, join us. Become one of us. One of us. One of us. Gabba gooby, one of us. Actually, was it Gooba Gabba? I think it was Gooba Gabba, one of us, Gooba Gabba, Gooble Gobble, Gooble. I'll get it sooner or later. It's an old movie. It's an old. Who knows the movie? Okay, here's the thing. I think it was Gooble Gobble, Gooble Gobble, one of us. Who remembers? No one remembers? Really? Not even on YouTube here? And no, the answer isn't Nomies. God, he's losing it. WTF are you doing? Look it up! Hang on!
No one believes you.
Google Gobble. Look up Google this. Google Gobble, one of us. You will know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll watch it and you'll get it. I always say Gabba Gooby and then I Giba Gabba. I can never remember that part, but it's Google Gobble. One of us. Google Gobble, one of us. No one's getting it. I'm waiting for a comment to come in telling me what it is. I even told them to Google it. Chris, seriously. They really don't know. Freaks! Someone got it! Lance Seidman got it! The movie, Freaks! Not to say that Nomies are freaks. Not at all. Okay, maybe a little. What?
Agape got it.
Agape? That would be Kim Beasley.
Agape.
Actually, agape or agape, depending on how you... It's word with two definitions and two pronunciations. English is kind of freaky. Kind of like me. All right, so let's go ahead and I think Derek he linked off to yes, Blizzard or Derek H. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, Blizzardo 1, you are a freak. I told you the first hangout I ever did on Google Plus. This guy joins and starts building a PC. He's just like, he's all into it. He's got cables going. He's ignoring everybody. He's just building video carding over here, motherboard. I was like, whoa. What are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm putting together a PC. And I'm just like, this is just amazing, really. So if that does not qualify as a freak, I don't know what does. And I tell you what, if you're in business for yourself, you do business online, you kind of have to be on the edge. And hopefully in a good way, right? You got to think differently. Not think different. Think differently. Although think different would be thinking differently. Just, what?
Joe joined the room.
Joe who? Joe Mama!
I don't know. I don't think it's your dad.
No, Dad never got access to IRC. I never set him up. What do you think? I'm going to get Dad connected to IRC? Oh, yeah. There's a good thought. I thought it was enough to get him into TeamSpeak. He never logged in again.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we've gone through all the freak talk, in a good way, realize that sounds a little weird. Let's go ahead and open it up to the Nomies. We got some questions. I'm going to fire up TeamSpeak here. You can join us in TeamSpeak or during the live Google Plus Hangout that we're going to do after this broadcast. In about a half hour, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Let's surprise them. I've just launched TeamSpeak. If you're a Nomie, feel free to jump into TeamSpeak right now into the live chat channel, and we will kind of take questions or discussion points, anything that may have happened in the news we'd like to talk about. We've got some time here. We can round it out to an hour. I think I'd be pretty happy. We've got questions from you. Those of you who are watching the video on YouTube. Freak time. See, I knew that would come back and haunt me. I meant it in a very innocent way. Or did I? I'll leave you guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop on to TeamSpeak, taking your questions and doing our best to answer them, if they're good questions. Why don't my comments appear? Asks FrazierFreak92. Well, they did appear, obviously. I love how they do that, right? Why don't you ever answer questions? That's a question, and I just answered it. Too much fun. Question, do you think I should get a Mac Pro? I'm a YouTuber and edit lots of videos and need a powerful machine. Well, asks Galaxy Minder. That's a good question. I don't know, though. I really don't know. Okay, here we go. We're going to open it up for the Nomies to talk. Hey, Nomies.
Hey. Hello. Hey.
So, have you guys been scanning for questions to possibly answer here during the live broadcast? Questions from YouTube, from LockerGnome.net, the forums, or potentially on live.pirillo.com? We got some good ones?
Well, here's the thing. I have one thing to say. It's Delianis.
Oh, Delianis. Thank you. I'll forget it again, but thank you. Adonis. That's his last name.
Okay, let's start with one of the questions from LockerGnome.net. Someone asked how to make my PC quieter.
Well, don't do stuff with it.
Just make sure you have a duster with you, like a air blast, because these things are the best. You can clean everything like in the small spots. You can even clean your fan. It'll make the speed fan more fast and quiet.
Well, let's put a qualifier on this. So if he's asking why his PC's too loud, it could be that he's got more fans than he needs, or she. Or, as Adonis just pointed out, if you've got dust bunnies in there, that can cause the system to heat up in an undue fashion. Of course, if you do happen to use one of those air dusters, make sure you spray it first away from any kind of component to get any kind of moisture out. You don't want to blast your components with moisture. Oh, that sounded kind of weird. So if you find that the fans are kicking in, it could be that it's getting hotter. And so that's why I said don't do anything with your PC. Because if you're playing games, and you're running that video card at full throttle and your CPU at full throttle, your fans are absolutely going to kick in. You could then, another alternative, go to water cooling. That's an option too.
Also, remember the fact of efficient airflow. You have to give it enough airflow, otherwise the unit will heat up too quickly, and then the fans will kick in more often than they actually should if it was in a correct area. If you're closing in a cabinet, for instance, bad idea. Also, another thing, make sure you have good thermal compound to transfer the heat better.
I actually use silver compound for my CPUs.
Okay.
Except
What case are you using?
$12.
Yeah. Okay, do we have any other questions from the audience, whether it's LockerGnome.net, from the live YouTube feed, live.pirillo.com, or you guys?
There was one on YouTube I saw earlier. It said if you upload your pictures on Facebook, does it own your pictures as such?
Well, you'd certainly want to check the privacy policy on anything. If you're uploading it to a website, yeah, they're probably going to have the rights to reuse it.
I've actually got a good question. Chris, have you ever dropped one of your iDevices? And if so, how did you react the minute you saw it hit the floor?
So, yes, I have. Although I don't think I've ever dropped my iPad. I've dropped... When I had the iPhone 3GS, I dropped it right before a trip to Hawaii, actually at the airport. And there was a hairline crack right down the middle of it, and I was just so... On any phone, when that happens, you're like... So, as I was flying, I was texting with a friend, and she had recommended to go to the Apple Store and pretend like you knew nothing. And so I did. I went to the Apple Store in Honolulu. I'm like, I don't know. I dropped it, and like it was so beautiful, and now it's not, and I don't know what to do, and it's so what am I gonna do? And they took care of it. Didn't cost me anything. This is a few years ago, and then the first day I got my iPhone 4S. This is before I even put a bumper on it. I was just got out of my car. I was heading in to get some dinner at a restaurant, and I almost dropped it. And I caught it. But that would have been disastrous on the very first day. So I have dropped it before. I've got I would say it's like a silicone case so that I've got some amount of give. And I've definitely dropped this one too, but it's been protected. You might remember a while ago, Diana had dropped her 3GS. Like, this is right when we ordered the iPhone 4S too. The very day.
Well, it was cracked. First I cracked it.
Oh, you apparently had cracked it, but you made it really. You shattered it. I mean, it was shattered. It still worked, but it was shattered.
Yeah, but it was the day we ordered.
Oh, so bad. But you've done so much with that iPhone 3GS. It stood up for, I would say, took quite a beating. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had anything happen to a device that, damaged it beyond, any kind of usability. But, it's certainly a possibility when you have any kind of portable device, whether it's an iOS device or something else. You want to protect it. I so believe in that. Protect those devices.
I've got the OtterBox Defender case, and I've dropped it numerous times, and it looks like my phone is brand new.
Yep, I've got with me.
I have the
a
OtterBox.
question.
Go ahead.
I have a question off of YouTube. It says, Chris, is it fair that Apple should be the only mobile device to offer slide to unlock, as they are attempting to sue Google? Is it fair?
If you're asking me, no, it's not fair. I don't think that is something that I don't understand why that's a patent. It works, and it makes Apple's devices somewhat distinct, and they're in a race right now. And what you got to understand about patents is that the more patents Apple has, it makes it easier to battle patents that they want to get over. So let's say Google has a patent that Apple wants. Well, it's kind of like a card game. You have this many patents, the other person has this many patents, and you can trade. You can say, all right, you can use this patent if we can use this patent, or vice versa. So that's all patents are, really. And so you can ask me, is it fair? Well, Google has patents too, and as does Microsoft. All the big companies have patents. The thing is, just Apple is asinine. It's obvious that you wouldn't understand why patents work, and really how they're used as trump cards, so that as one company gets patents, they know they're going to be able to use it as leverage to get access to another company's patents should something happen, and that's exactly how Apple's playing it. They're playing it just like every other company out there.
Question from YouTube by Galaxy Minder. Can you do another house tour? I believe that is a Nomies only value at this point.
I've got the house tour for rental on YouTube. Some people got upset, but everybody who's watched it was very happy with it. And it is something that if you sign up for Nomies at Nomies.com, then it is a part of something that you can watch and download and take wherever you want. If you really care that much about knowing exactly where I go when I'm not in here.
You do it on your birthday, right?
Normally.
I wouldn't want to.
But I only did it once.
Privacy. That people who wants to get a look at like some famous person's home is just weird, in my honesty, my opinion.
Yeah, but people want to see it, and so I did it. It's not that I didn't do it. I did it. They asked, and I did it. What did I do wrong? Nothing.
I'm nosy. I want to see
And
that.
then a lot of people still dislike those videos, or some people like those videos.
I can't.
I have no other comment.
I can't stop people from liking or disliking things.
Maybe it's just an illness. People have to click the dislike button.
I do think it's a social illness, to tell you the truth, because the dislike button is close the browser and do something else. Or go to another website. The internet's a pretty big place.
Yep.
And besides, in order for you to get that specific view, you need to at least go halfway or complete the video to get that view read.
So many of the dislikes we get actually happen at the beginning of a video when they haven't even watched maybe 5 seconds of it. It's an immediate dislike, which makes it worth even less than they think it is.
Or it hasn't started yet.
Exactly. At which point you wonder, well, why is the dislike button even there? I think, there's a reason Google Plus doesn't have a minus button. There's a reason Facebook will not roll out a dislike option. And YouTube needs to get rid of it as well. Period.
Quite a few people on YouTube are now asking, what's your opinion of the Windows 8 logo?
It's not bad. It's actually closer to Windows, and certainly the Metro experience in Ethos than before. Up until this point, it really looked more like a flag, and now it looks like Windows. And so, I'm very excited legitimately to see Windows 8 in a touch experience. What is going to be, I guess, Windows 8's downfall in a tablet environment is if they push Arrow in my face. I don't want to jump out of Metro, ever, if I'm in a Metro-designed experience. If I'm on the desktop, I don't want to see Metro. If I'm on a mobile computer, all I want to see is Metro. And this is where a lot of people were upset at Apple for not putting OS X on a tablet. Well, Apple made the right decision by going with iOS, which at that point in time wasn't called iOS. They made the right decision, and the market has only proven them right. I think Windows 8 will be a user usability, a catastrophe, if they combine Metro with Arrow in the same experience. It just doesn't work. Two paradigms.
Okay, a follow-up question to that, because this just came to my head literally yesterday. I was thinking, would you be in favor of, on the desktop, or any computer for that matter, Windows 8, you have a little button that you switch, and it says, when I boot up, I want to go into Metro, or I want to go to Legacy UI?
Well, I think they could. I think you could do that more seamlessly. I don't think a full-on reboot is warranted, but I do believe that the user should be given an opportunity to toggle that manually rather than be forced to jump in between them. It's just jarring. And you know what? I'm not the only person to say this. That's all I'm gonna. I know I'm gonna come under attack, just like I did when I slammed Windows Vista. But ultimately, I was right.
Yeah, because I almost see Metro on the desktop as being like, because we all remember Windows Vista gadget bar. I almost view it as kind of like that, because it's really like having a consumption UI, to where you can just go like, 10 seconds, what's Twitter, what's my email, what's Facebook saying, then flip back and get productivity done.
Well, again, Metro was designed for a different user interaction paradigm. It wasn't designed with keyboards and mice in mind. It was designed with touch in mind. That's where it succeeds. Arrow wasn't. This is the reason why tablet PCs, beyond being way too expensive, supremely overpriced, because the hardware was certainly more expensive to assemble. It was a usability nightmare.
Ooh, here's a very good question from Theo Z Gamer ZZ on YouTube. Chris, at what age did you start to get interested in computers?
I've answered the question a few times before, and honestly, I can't remember. I mean, around the Commodore VIC-20 days, really.
Oh, wow. Are you still programming some BASIC?
No.
10, 20, go to 10.
Creative Fox 101 on YouTube, those lights that you're seeing at the top of Chris's decks are called Tix clocks. Go.tagger.com/Tix.
Tix. Yeah, see, some of these questions I get every single day. I do. I mean, you think it's...
Every hour.
Every day. People ask these same questions. And I do my best to treat each question as if it was being asked for the first time.
Wait, Chris, who makes your chair? I'm just kidding.
Oh, great.
Google it.
Now, this might be a tough one, and I'm just gonna say because I'm interested. Chris, which do you prefer, Windows Vista or Windows ME? If you had to live with one, I'm guessing is the question more directly.
I'd switch to Linux.
However, why did I see that coming? Why?
I heard Windows ME and almost threw up.
How about if you cannot choose any other? It's just ME or Vista.
I still go for Linux.
It's
If you
suicide
can't do Linux,
option.
that's one.
Hey, honey.
I break the law.
Pad and paper.
So, I think we're good.
Relatively of the Linux thing, a question from LockerGnome.net asking best laptop-friendly Linux distro.
I'll let you guys answer it real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode.
Crunchbang is simplistic. It only has one menu bar that shows your current desktops that you have. For each desktop, you have like the windows, kind of like a taskbar. You have your clock and your Wi-Fi. That's basically all you need. And when you right-click on the desktop, you get your start menu, your programs. It's the most simple operating system Linux distro that I've ever used, and I installed it on a laptop, and it came out of the box, full graphics, everything.
Just to clarify, because I didn't hear, was the question the simplest UI for a Linux distro?
design best Linux for laptops.
Yeah, well, I choose Crunchbane.
I think the best Linux distro I've ever used was Linux Mint.
Yeah.
All right, well, cool, guys. Thanks, and I guess we'll see you in the hangout in about a half hour or so, maybe, and we'll try to keep them going quick. Thanks. And thank you for watching this far. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right around an hour. Feel free to swing by that Google Plus Hangout. You can watch it, and even if you're not able to watch it live, it will be separately recorded. Probably going to be about an hour long or so, just like this live broadcast. So we're doing another live broadcast above and beyond the normal live broadcast we're doing at live.pirillo.com. So you can join us there. You can listen to the Nomies talking on the TeamSpeak server. You can become one of us. Become a Nomie. Head over to Nomies.com. If you do so right now, I'd recommend the annual plan because we do this pretty much every week. And then you're going to be able to potentially join us in that hangout. And we're going to be talking about social media and business today because I know that's a topic that I get asked about quite frequently. So if you want, I'm opening this up to you now. I'm giving you an opportunity to join no matter where you happen to live. If you are interested in business, please, I would encourage you to become a part of another part of our community. Another part of another part. It's very meta, this whole thing is. Chris.Pirillo.com is my blog. LockerGnome.com is the general tech mecca nexus point for the content that we create. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, or anywhere else. Thank you for subscribing to YouTube. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, the word of the day is Neanderthal, according to Team Wardo. So if you did happen to watch a full hour after it was streamed live, I just appreciate you popping that word into a comment so that I know, like, oh, wow, people do watch this video even after we stream it live. Thank you once again for supporting our regular old endeavors, and you're more than welcome to join us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's free at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.